In today's episode, we have some amazing games at an all-time low price to check out together, and every game on the list is currently on sale for less than $20, except for one at the end that I wanted to share as it rarely goes on sale, so I figured it would be the best time to highlight it. Hey everyone, I'm JP, and welcome to the Digital Game Room. Here at the channel, we try to show off some of the best deals every week, and we focus on games that are currently at an all-time low price, or at the very least, matching a previous low from before. That way, when you pick one up, you know you're getting the best deal possible. If this happens to be your first time here, thanks for checking us out and welcome to our little home here on the internet. If you have a good time, consider hitting that red button down below to subscribe and feel free to come back anytime to hang out. And to the crew here at the channel, thanks as always for rocking with us for a few minutes again today. I've tried to shorten the videos a bit to respect everyone's time and not hold you up for too long. Much love to you all. Now let's jump into the list. As always, stay safe out there and please enjoy the video. Alright, we'll start off the list with Ghost and Apples. This is an addictive and deceptively challenging puzzle game from rough cyber humans with a download size around 220 megabytes, and it has 2-player local co-op as well. That's a blast, making this a great value and one of my favorite games on the list. There are more than 150 handcrafted levels, 2 distinctly different playable characters, different game modes, and some amazing art and animations. Plus the soundtrack is top-notch as well. What's cool is that while you play, you unlock new paintings inside of this house, and they act as the different levels. Plus, you can even find secret rooms or special rooms with really cool NPCs that you can either talk to or maybe buy things from. Now, I know it may look simple, but trust me, the game is way tougher than it appears at first glance. It's easy enough for younger gamers to jump in, and challenging enough for veteran gamers to have a good time. If you're interested, it's on sale until February 12th, marked down 30%, matching a previous low of just $6.99. Next up, we have Tanuki Justice. This is an action platformer from No Gravity Games and is available for 1 to 2 players in local co-op, with a main story that will last around 2 hours or so, but it has plenty of replayability and a download size around 50 megabytes. In this one, we set out on a mission to take out an evil warlord, and that's really the only story they give us at the beginning. Now, this is a great platformer that's set in Japan with absolutely amazing pixel art graphics and a great soundtrack. The boss battles were a particular highlight for us again, and the way that each character model and animation works is beautiful to look at here on the Switch. This is one of those pick up and go games for like 15 to 30 minutes at a time and just have some pure fun. Each level is varied both in detail, scenery, and enemy type, and while some are rehashed, each level introduces something new. The controls were great as well, and if you're interested in Tanuki Justice, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on February 19th. It's marked down 53%, matching a previous low of just $6.99. Next, we have Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the Complete Edition. This is a beat 'em up for 1 to 4 players in both local and online co-op, with a download size around 1 gigabyte and a main story that will last roughly 5 to 10 hours to finish up. Just like with many other beat 'em ups though, there's plenty of replayability here, so you're going to get more than that 5 to 10 hours in most cases. And this is one of the most fun beat 'em ups on the Switch. The animations and soundtrack again are top notch, plus this edition includes all of the DLC as well. The unique comic book style of animation that was inspired by the movie really does look gorgeous on the Switch, and if you're a fan of beat 'em ups, this one is truly top quality and definitely worth the asking price. If you're interested in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, make sure to grab it up before the sale ends on February 10th. It's marked down 50%, matching a previous low of just $7.49. Neon City Riders is a single-player action-adventure game with a download size around 730 megabytes and a main story that will last roughly 5 to 6 hours to complete. Now, this is a pretty unique beat-em-up RPG that relies heavily on exploration and solving puzzles. One unique feature is the autosave, which happens whenever you enter into a new room, so there's plenty of option for trial and error. This is another game that features an amazing soundtrack, and for some players it's reason enough to justify buying it by itself. In this one, we face waves of enemies and have to utilize special abilities to save Neon City. The retro look and feel was another plus for me, and if you're interested in Neon City Riders, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on February 8th. It's marked down 60%, matching a previous low of just $7.99. Banner of the Maid is a single-player strategy RPG with a download size around 2.6 gigabytes and a hefty main campaign offering more than 40 hours of gameplay. The game is set during the French Revolution near the end of the 18th century and has some absolutely gorgeous graphics here on the Switch. The battle animations and attention to detail is top-notch, plus there are over 30 maps with several different settings such as cityscapes or mountainsides, and each one has special events that can take place as the story progresses. Plus, in addition to fighting the enemies, you'll also be up against the elements as well. Storm, snow, fog, all these kinds of things can affect the outcome of the battle. If you enjoy a good SRPG, be sure to check out the banner of the Maid series. Right now you can pick this one up on sale until February 10th, marked down 50% to a new all-time low of just $8.49. Next up, we have Aspire Ina's Tale. This is a single-player puzzle platformer from Untold Tales with a download size around 1.9 gigabytes, and the main story, while short, is very impactful and will only last roughly 2 to 3 hours to complete. The visuals and sound design are again top-notch, and for me the main reason to experience the game. The world is immersive, and the short bit of narrative given at the beginning is just enough to keep you intrigued and curious about what's going on. Now, the puzzles can be a bit challenging at times, but overall this is a very peaceful experience, similar to Greece if you played that one. And if you're interested in Aspire Ina's Tale, be sure to pick it up before the sale ends on February 18th. Right now it's marked down 33% to a new all-time low of just $8.70. Encodya is a single-player narrative-driven adventure game from Assemble Entertainment with a download size around 4.25 gigabytes and a main story that will last roughly 10 to 11 hours to finish up. At the core of this dark cyberpunk story is a tale about a young girl and her companion, a guard robot named Sam. There are over 100 different locations to visit in this beautiful 2.5D setting, tons of NPCs to interact with, making the city really feel alive, and the puzzles, while challenging, never got too overly complicated to the point of frustration. The soundtrack does again add a nice level of immersion, and once again the story is well worth checking out. If you're interested in Encodya, be sure to pick it up before the sale ends on February 16th. It's marked down 70% to a new all-time low of just $8.99. Quest Hunter is a party-style action RPG from 2 Zombie Games with a download size around 2.3 gigabytes, and it offers dozens of hours of gameplay due to the multiplayer nature of the game. It offers both local and online co-op for up to 4 players at a time, and they even have some PvP options as well. The story is engaging, and the dungeons are randomly generated to add a bit of replayability to the title, and of course you can find new items and earn XP to upgrade your party members to become a force to be reckoned with. Again, the boss battles were a particular highlight for us. They were really creative and incorporated into the world beautifully. If you're interested in Quest Hunter, be sure to pick it up before the sale ends on February 14th. It's marked down 70%, matching a previous low of just $8.99. Next we have Dungeon Defenders Awakened. This is a co-op action RPG from Chromatic Games with a download size around 6.5 gigabytes, and it offers online multiplayer for up to 4 people. Now, this is a mix of RPG and tower defense where we set out to collect loot and level up our party members as we take on massive hordes of orcs, demons, and dragons. There are several different heroes that you can choose between, and they all have their own skills and special moves, plus there are several different game modes as well. The in-depth combat system is a welcome addition, and this is a great way for new players to jump into this classic franchise. If you're interested in Dungeon Defenders Awakened, be sure to pick it up before the sale ends on February 4th. It's marked down 34%, matching a previous low of just $19.79. Next we have Minecraft Dungeons, the Ultimate Edition. This is an action-adventure game set in the Minecraft universe, and it has a download size around 7 gigabytes, offering dozens of hours of gameplay due to the ability to play in both local and online multiplayer with up to 3 other people. The game does share a similar aesthetic to the original game, but it was inspired by classic dungeon crawlers and sees us teaming up with others to find loot and take out the baddies. There are tons of unlockable weapons, items, and more, and again an in-depth combat system, plus of course multiple different ways to play. You can rush right into battle, or you can hang back and pick off your enemies one by one. With the Ultimate Edition, you also get the 6 additional DLC packs as well, all for one great low price. And if you're interested in Minecraft Dungeons, the Ultimate Edition, it's on sale until February 8th, marked down 25% to a new all-time low of just $29.99. Alright folks, and as always, here are a couple other games to check out while you're already on the eShop. Happy hunting. Alright folks, that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. Thank you as always for rocking with us. We truly appreciate it. If you had a good time, please consider hitting that red button down below before you head out. And to the digital crew here and the extended family over on the main channel, you all are the best on YouTube, hands down, no question. Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and let you get on back to your day. Thank you again for rocking with us and hanging out with us for a few minutes. We'll let Little Man take us home as always. Stay safe out there. Bye everyone.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!